we can stop playing the game. If I was lighter than a brown paper bag, y'all would not question me.
She pulls out her phone, cuts on her flashlight, and puts her flashlight in my scalp and starts putting her fingers in my scalp, like trying to find tracks or whatever.
Tell me more about these genetics, because y'all blame genetics for everything. I want you to close your eyes and think about your hair without the weave. Is it giving?
It's because it's blonde. It's because it's straightened. It's because it's type 3. You must understand, we're not used to seeing fussy hair like that. You being surprised is not the issue. It's the fact that you will not rest until you have your hands in somebody else's scalp.
Black women getting on my page and telling me that my natural hair that comes out of my scalp is a wig is very annoying, and it genuinely bothers the fuck out of me. I feel like it's always so easy to be like, well, it's because your hair is blonde. Like, you should have colored your hair blonde if you didn't want people to think that it was fake. And it's like, bro, not even 5% of people have naturally blonde hair, and y'all think that white people that have blonde hair are all naturally blonde. So it's not the color. Like, we got to stop that. I genuinely feel like if I was just like a little bit lighter, nobody would ever like question me about my hair. And this is my first time actually saying this publicly, because I've been trying not to have this conversation on my page. But the reality of the situation is that I'm just a little bit too dark for y'all to believe that I have healthy hair that some people would consider to be long. That's really what it is. Like, we can stop playing the game. If I was lighter than a brown paper bag, y'all would not question me. But because I am unambiguously black, it's this big ass question mark surrounding my hair. And before some doofus tells me that it's a compliment, imagine somebody saying like your speech is so good that they can't believe that you're black. That's literally what y'all tell me every time y'all say my hair looks so good you can't believe it's real. Like, shut up.
Only 2% of the world's population has naturally blonde hair. If you narrow your sample to white people in the United States, that percentage goes up, but only to 5%. And part of that population are the Melanesians from this place called the Solomon Islands.
That's so cool. I've never seen hair like that before.
And yes, that is very, very rare. But if somebody tells you, oh, this is my hair, I just dyed it blonde, why would you make it your next mission to try to locate their scalp?
So today we had a new girl start, and she came back here and she introduced herself to me. She's like, hey, I'm so-and-so, da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, hey, how you doing? So she's like, oh my gosh, your hair looks so good. Who did the installation? Like, I want to book with them. It looks amazing. I'm like, thank you. But, you know, this is my hair actually. So, yeah. She's like, what? So, like, but her face gave like, bitch, you're lying. So my hair was clipped back at the time, like in a ponytail. So she pulls out her phone, cuts on her flashlight, and puts her flashlight in my scalp and starts putting her fingers in my scalp, like trying to find tracks or whatever. So I swatted her away, and I was like, bitch, have you lost your fucking mind? I don't know you from a can of paint, and you putting your fingers in my hair and in my scalp. You're crazy. And she's like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I just never seen a black girl with white girl hair. I said, no, you've never seen a black girl with black girl hair, because what is this narrative that black girls can't have long hair? Like, hold that thought. I'm about to flex on you real quick. Thank you. Like, the fuck is he saying? Hell is he talking about? Like, girl, you really lost your mind. Like, no, I'm sick of this narrative that black girls can't have long hair. Like, ain't nothing wrong. It ain't a thing to it, baby. The fuck is you talking about? Like, it just really rubbed me the wrong way. And I was just like, don't ever say that again. And I really just wanted to say, don't ever talk to me again. But that wouldn't get my point across. Like, dead the narrative that black girls can't have long hair, because yes, we can. Like, do y'all not know where we come from? Like, the roots, the AIDS. White people are not the only people that can grow long hair.
So now the issue isn't that it's blonde, it's the fact that it's straightened, right? So maybe you'd be more accepting of a girl in an afro.
A man had asked me if my hair was real. I said yes. He proceeds to not believe me, so he said, well, push it back then. As in, push my bangs back, lift them up so he could see my roots. I most definitely did not do that. But I made a video about it, and some of the comments are justifying his actions. This is a public service announcement. The first one being, well, maybe he just wanted to see more of your face. The next one being, this is my favorite one, well, your texture resembles an afro wig. And then this one, you should take it as a compliment that someone doesn't feel like your hair is yours. I made the choice that day to answer him. I didn't have to, but I did. It's never okay. It's disgusting behavior. It's inappropriate. It's unnecessary. Now, we can never control what people say or do, but we always can control how to react. I did not let him get the best of me, but there will never be an excuse or any justification for that type of behavior. End of story.
So I guess that didn't work neither. Let's try locks. I was accused of using human lock extensions in high school by people who literally witnessed the growth. So it really doesn't matter whether or not it's straight, it's the length that you don't believe. I was at a beauty supply one day. The lady said, if you want to try on a wig, you have to take that one off. And I totally understand if this person generally didn't know. It's how they are made to have to prove it that's a problem. And this isn't just something that happens with hair, it also happens with skin. I was also recently asked to wipe my face to prove I wasn't wearing makeup. I don't know what's wrong with the world. And while it's true that most people's reaction to that is just innocent and they're just genuinely surprised because not a lot of people are walking around looking like that. It also comes from a place of the rest of us not taking care of our skin or hair well enough to end up with the same reward of longer or beautiful skin like that. So much so that it's unbelievable for us to see that or another person that looks exactly like us. And that's not even the problem. It's the fact that we're constantly wanting these people to prove to us that their hair is actually theirs. It's almost like we want to catch them in a lie of some sort.
When they accuse me of wearing a wig, so I have to prove it to them.
She's still wearing a wig. That doesn't prove anything. Just because she's in the shower.
Look at my scalp. There's nothing glued in my hair. You can clearly see there's nothing glued in my hair. I have nothing to lie about. This is not a wig. Let me get closer. Look at my hairline. Look. You can even see my roots growing in. There's no wig here, babes. There's no wig here. There's no wig. Like, please, just accept that black women can have long hair. Like,
you see how she has a strategic place to part? It is a wig, clearly. I mean, even if that was actually her real hair, it is type 3, which is closer to white girl's hair, so that makes sense. And she's also East African. Those people just have hair longer than everybody else. And also, she looks mixed to me, so that explains a lot.
I am not Indian. I am 100% black. This is my natural long hair, okay?
Oh, your hair can do that because you're mixed. Mixed with what? Black and blacker?
Another shocking one is the fussy hair that could never.
My 4C hair could never, and then you wonder why your hair starts nevering like it has never nevered before. Positive affirmations is not limited to standing in front of the mirror and saying, yes, girl, you're a baddie, you look so good, you look so zelzy. It's also very important in our hair care regimen. The root cause of this negativity, honestly, is comparison. It can get to you when you are struggling with getting your hair to cooperate with you, and then you go on social media and you see that other people's hair is just cooperating with them. They twist it that way and it's actually obedient. But that is their hair, not your own. You don't know what they've gone through to get to that point. One thing that helped me a lot is replacing comparison with inspiration. If I saw a routine online that I really liked, I would try it on my hair. If it worked, amazing. If it did not work, that's fine. That's okay. It's like going online and searching a recipe for jollof rice. Obviously, you cannot make it the exact same way as the person that is sharing the recipe. You have to add your own razzle dazzle, and that is the same thing when it comes to incorporating new things into your hair regimen.
This is a woman that lives about an hour away from where I live. And yes, it's fussy.
And then there's also comments like this: you can use every product made, it's genetics, period.
Can everyone have waist length hair? Most people can actually grow their hair to waist length, but it depends on two things: how fast your hair grows and how much length you can retain. On average, hair grows about ½ inch a month, which is 6 inches a year. So technically, it could take 5 to 7 years to reach waist length from a short haircut, if your hair doesn't break. And that's where most people fail. You're not struggling to grow your hair, you're struggling to retain it. Now, obviously, there is a role for genetics here because there is a certain maximum length that your hair can reach based on your genetics. But for most people, they will literally never reach this length, and it's actually much longer than you might think. So the key to achieving long hair is protecting your ends for dear life, reducing further damage as much as possible by keeping your hair really strong, and most importantly, staying consistent with it.
When we learn the difference between genetics and epigenetics, we will understand how we are not predispositioned to just have short hair. Genetics are the underlying characteristics that you have. That's going to be your hair density, your curl pattern, all of those things, right? That's physically how the hair grows out of your head. Genetics does not tell you that you have to have hair that's 4 inches long. That's epigenetics. Those are the environmental factors that determine how your hair actually is going to look, aka hair care. Every time y'all say it's genetics, I want y'all to think of it this way. If genetics mattered so much, that hair oil that's made in somebody's crock pot would not be able to grow your hair. Nothing would be able to grow your hair because genetics would determine everything. The word is epigenetics, not genetics.
And another issue I feel like we run into is, well, if genetics aren't that much of a big deal, is how we take care of our hair, then products must really matter. So what are we using? And then we go down this rabbit hole of trying product after product that leave us exhausted, like her saying this.
I'm so exhausted at this point of trying to figure out what I should and shouldn't be doing. It just gives me a pit in my stomach because I don't have money to keep trying products, only to find out a month later that it's not doing anything good for my hair. I'm just tired.
And this is something I'm actually also guilty of, because when I first started taking care of my hair, I had a new DIY every single week. And if you're out here, you've been here around, you remember those days. And I'm sorry I put you through that. But really,
y'all were so desperate to grow your hair that I could tell you to eat pickled pig lips every day for a year straight to get longer hair. And some of y'all would do it. You don't need to do anything to grow your hair because your hair is already growing. The only thing you need to do is focus on length retention. Stop asking about products. Stop asking about oil. Stop asking about edge drops. Stop asking about all of it. Look at your routine and figure out what you're doing wrong in your routine. Don't put the braids in that hair this summer if you want longer hair. Your hair is going to be shorter like it has been every single year. Don't keep wearing sew-ins back to back if you want longer hair. Your hair has never grew from a sew-in. It's been shoulder length your entire life. Look at your routine and reevaluate it. Stop buying stuff. The answer's not hard. You just have to listen. That's it. Your biggest issue is that you have more products than you have hair. You have 10 shampoos, 5 conditioners, 6 leave-in conditioners, 3 oils, 5 mousses, and 2 inches of hair. You should not have more product than you have hair. That's not how that works. If the solution was the product, we would all have long, healthy hair by now. But that's not the solution. You have to figure out what's going on. If your hair is falling out, that's an internal issue and you need to go to a doctor. If your edges are missing, that was a styling issue and you need to figure out what style took your edges. If your hair is dry, that's a hydration issue. You need to wash your hair or use water-based products. What we cannot keep doing is bouncing from product to product to product and saying the products don't work. No, baby, you don't work. You are the common denominator. You have been destroying your hair for years. It's time to stop picking up products and figure out what's actually going on. I swear by oils. You also swear by oils when you cook and your back is still big and your hair is still little. I don't think you and oil are friends. I want you to close your eyes and think about your hair without the weave. Is it giving? Is it giving bust down? Is it giving body? Or is it giving brittle and broken off? I don't think you get to tell me what works for your hair, because clearly it's not. How do I grow my hair? By breathing. Breathe in, breathe out. Your hair grew. Length retention is genetics. Which genetics told you not to wash them braids for 2 months? Tell me more about these genetics, because y'all blame genetics for everything. The genetics told you to keep putting a wig on? The genetics told you to pull your edges out? I didn't know genetics could talk. How do I stay motivated to care for my hair? Look in the mirror. Do you like what you see? Why is my hair always dry? Tell me the last time you washed your hair. Tell me how many times you done flat ironed your hair this month. Drop it in chat. When's the last time water touched your hair? And we gonna figure out why your hair is drier than a Popeye's biscuit. No water, excess oils, heat training. That's why your hair crumbling now.
she's clearly said enough, so I'm just going to leave you with the white girl's hair routine. And this is not an invitation to go and buy more product, because a consistent routine will do more for you than any product ever will.
Hey y'all, so hopefully the algorithm brought you back from the I've never seen a black girl with white girl hair video. So here we are. I'm gonna handle a few things and then we're gonna get into these tips on how to grow your hair or how I grew my hair, because yeah, that's what the girls is asking for, so that's what I'm gonna give the girls. First things first, I seen a few comments saying I made this story up. Yeah, I know, didn't do that. And I don't give a fuck to explain myself, but didn't make this one up, didn't make the last one up, not gonna make the next one up because I know what's gonna happen again. Anyways, and then the comments that said I let her put her fingers in my scalp, babe, again, not explaining myself, but just know, didn't let that happen. So on to the more important thing. So let's get into these tips. I am not one of the girls who believes in washing her hair every week, and I am not one of the girls who trims her hair every 2 weeks. I'm not none of that. I trim my hair every maybe 4 to 6 months, if that. I only put heat on my hair maybe twice a year. I wear braids and sew-ins back to back to back to back. That is the key to growing my hair. I leave my hair alone, okay? Leave your hair alone. Get you a protective style. Like, that's the key to everything. That's the key to growth. When it comes to my sew-ins, I probably put heat on my leave out maybe like once a week. I know how to wrap my hair to the point where like I don't gotta put heat on my hair. So get in with me, okay? Get in with me.